morning. Happy Friday. Look at, ooh, just so nice. Look at, it's Friday. Woo, yes. Look at, grab your drink. We got a tiny hands for the for the drink. Oh my God. All right, all right. How are you doing this week? Guess what? Mercury pisses off yesterday. So yesterday was the last day for Mercury in retrograde. Look at Cora's even sick of it. Look at her back here, like. Boop, boop, boop. How are you doing this week? Lots of mad people this week. Have you found that? Lots of angries. The angries were out. Let me know when you're here live or at the replay. Also, you can share how you've been feeling this week. I know energy's been intense. I feel like we say that every week. Hi, Kimmy. Okay, so gonna grab my drink of water. What are you drinking this morning? Margarita? Mimosa? I mean, you can't be drunk if you're not day drinking, right? I don't know, whatever the saying is. Only thing drunk is my bladder, so that's what we have going on. Yes, Kimmy, it was a crazy week. It was super crazy. So, when I was thinking again what to talk about for the show this week, or, to share a little message this week, I saw like a little remote control with the mute button, and the word mute was so bright and it was like in all caps. So I was like, oh, okay. Hi, Mom. And then I thought, okay, so what are we muting, right? So there's a lot of things in our life that we can mute. But then what? Then what happens? What happens if you're only muting it and then it's staying in your energy field or it's still making you mad, right? Okay. So let's say if, like, think about it like if you have a pimple, if you have like a blemish on your face and you are trying to hide that, so we mute it with makeup or let's say because it's red, you can use color theory and put green on that to cut the red, which is now you have put makeup on it to mute it, but you really didn't take care of it, right? So how do we neutralize the thing? So today we're going to talk about transmutation. So how do we transmute something after we've muted it? How do we get to the next step after we mute the thing? So if you are only addressing the blemish, you have covered it up, but it's still there, right? So you have to use like a, pimple cream so it can get down in there and get to the root cause of the thing. It's not going to leave until you address the thing. If you cover it for makeup for, 8 weeks, it's still there. And why are we breaking out? How do we neutralize the thing? Is it because of something you're eating? Is it because of stress? Is it because of hormones? Is it because of all of those things? It could be. So you can do your own testing in that way. But you have to neutralize the blemish to get it to be gone. So let's talk about some other situations. How can we neutralize or transmute the things? Okay, so how many of you love going to the grocery store? Do you love that? No, a lot of people do not love that, right? It's busy. You're in there. You got limited time, probably limited funds. Things are expensive, all the things, right? You're already on heightened awareness. So you get up to the counter and the person in front of you has 73 coupons. They're going to write a check and then they forgot that they wanted cigarettes back from behind the counter, so the cashier has to leave. And now you have ice cream in the cart for the kids later and probably you because you need to emotionally eat something later, right? And now you're like, oh my God, it's melting. Hi, Chrissy buddy. Ooh. Now the ice cream is melting and you are mad, right? Like you are mad. You can feel it coming up. It hurts your stomach. Your chest is tight. It's red in your face. And let's say even the coupon lady had a bad attitude. So that makes it even worse. So all of a sudden you are all in your anger, you're all in your feelings, and then you look over and you see like the National Enquirer there, and it was like Bigfoot bit somebody, right? And for that 1 second, you're like, wait, what? And then you start looking at the headline like Bigfoot bit somebody? Like, who got bit? How's Bigfoot biting people? There is a Bigfoot, and you have all these questions, right? So you have just neutralized your nervous system to calm down because you took yourself out of that thought process. The lady's still there. She's still waiting for her cigarettes or whatever she's doing in her check and all the things. But and your ice cream is still melting, but for 1 second, like you calm that nervous system down because you laugh, like you all of a sudden you laugh about Bigfoot, then you turn around and people are behind you and you're like, what? Bigfoot? Or unless you don't like people, you don't have to talk to them either. They're like, that's okay too. So, but can you see how, like, all of a sudden you're not, so the thing is, you are not giving that person a pass. We're not saying, hey, all of this is like, okay. We're just saying, I need to control my own nervous system and I need to neutralize the thing. I felt the feelings. I did have anger. I had anxiety, right? I have all the feelings of all the things all around me. And then I have my own things. Hi, Jen. And then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I need to fix myself. And so then it also changes your breathing because you were taken out of that thing. Like you've dropped your shoulders, you're taking a breath, you're laughing. Right. Not that everything is great. You're not letting that person live rent free in your body, right? So you're just like, hey, let's piss off with this. So I'm just looking at my story notes because I had funny stories over here. Yes. Uh, okay. Or yes. What about those people that are like you see arguing on Facebook, right? And you're like, let me get involved. Let me put all the things out there. Why? Why? What is your intention? Why are you giving that person, that the thing, your energy, right? Because now you're just feeding into that. Instead, just you can feel the feelings like, huh, I don't agree with that. And then neutralize it. Look at something else. How about don't even go on there? How about scroll, how about don't even scroll? Just keep going. Do something else with your life. Find a book. Find a coloring book. Go out in the yard. Touch the grass. Talk to the bugs. The birds are outside. They're super loud. Go chat with them. Yes. Oh, Kimmy, I understand that too. Yes, your nervous system was on high alert this week. We did talk about on the podcast this week, so I had a live video this week if you wanted to watch it before it gets put out. On Tuesday we talked about like what road are you on? Road are you on? Uh, like Anxiety Avenue and things like that. So we did talk about some different ways to help with that, and we talked about a breathing exercise on there that would be super helpful for you, Kimmy. So if you wanted to take a listen to that. So then, oh yeah, about the pimple. Okay, we talked about the pimple. Then, so we just want to. You can mute all the people in your life, right? Like, so let's say you're at a restaurant and there's like a baby screaming. Okay, you can pretend to mute that. Like, you can put in your earplugs. I always have earplugs with me. That's helpful for your nervous system as well. So that's just a little tidbit. Keep earplugs with you because that can help reduce the sensory overload to your nervous system. I know, like for me specifically, loud noises will trigger my nervous system. So, like screaming babies, loud things, high pitched noises. Sometimes we'll go to restaurants. I don't know if this ever happens to you, but like sometimes you'll go somewhere and I can hear the cooler, like the cooler plugged in, and it's like that high, real high pitched noise. So I just have to put in earplugs to stop that because that's all I can think about. And then it like directly links right to my stomach and hurts my stomach. So how can I mute the thing? Of course, to transmute it, I could go over and unplug it, right? Probably not a good idea because then things thaw out, things go bad. It's bad for the restaurant. Probably get kicked out, right? Like I'm hungry. I'm trying to be there to eat some food. So, yeah, so that's a way. So the thing is, transmuting something which is kind of like a word that's used out in like the spiritual space or like woo woo or whatever. It's really a thing. I'm trying to think of the science backup. Now I'm like drawing a blank, right? Like my mind has muted. But if you mute something, it still can be in your body. The thing is still happening. So you have to transmute the feeling and the thing so that you can neutralize it, right? Just talking about like the pimple or the coupon lady or man or whoever's in front of you at the grocery store. So to transmute the thing, it's like you have a thing here and then you have a thing here, right? Because like this is like the bad thing and then you want to get to over here, but how do I get to over here? Oh, this is a perfect analogy. I just thought of this one too. Okay. You know when you're trying to let's say you're merging on the highway and these people are not letting you in. That's fine. Look at, are you going the speed limit? Are you doing the thing? Or are they just being an a-hole and not letting you in, right? Whatever the case is. So to me, it's kind of funny because I was transmuting on accident before I knew what it was. So as I'm merging, this person won't let me in. So I have the option, I have to either speed up or slow down. And then I have choice words for that person. You know, you can, because now you're irritated. It's already an anxiety thing trying to get onto the freeway anyway, right? Like I'm trying to merge. We have the ability to merge, but also I can't be running people off the road either. So, instead of playing bumper cars, I just decide to wave at them with one finger. You know, just like one of the middle fingers. And sometimes I give them a thumbs down. I am disappointed in your driving style. Okay, but that's on me, right? This person is just driving. They could be, here's where the transmuting comes into play. They could be in labor. They could be lost in thought. Maybe they just lost their job. Maybe somebody in their life passed away. Maybe they are just like driving unconsciously, not passed out. God, I hope not. But like, I'm not saying making an excuse for them. I'm saying see it in a different way so that you can neutralize the energy in your body because you will still carry that, right? Let's say you're driving somewhere and then all of a sudden you're like going to the place and then you're mad because the person didn't let you merge. But really, they're having a life crisis over here. Also, P.S., maybe they're just an a-hole, but I need to justify that in my mind, right? So I'm just saying, see it in a different way. You're not giving them a pass, but I did have a note on here that I wanted to share. It's so good. Let me find it. Let me find it. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, because it was a really good little saying. Hang on. Okay, yes. Here's the thing. End of story. Tiny hands. Ready? Are you ready? Okay. Yes. Muting protects your peace. So we're going to hit the mute button to protect your peace. Transmuting creates your peace. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Muting protects your peace. So we're going to protect it, right? Like here's my peace. But transmuting creates the peace already before you can even like have it get all jumbled up in there, right? Oh, I feel like transmuting too is just like you just slap that energy right on out of there. But you have to do it with a change in your thought process. And yes, same thing, Kimmy. Like somebody might be worrying about a loved one. And maybe you're the one who's driving that way. Maybe you're the one that's worrying about a loved one and then you're just on like autopilot and not really paying attention. And then somebody comes up and flips you off because they don't like how or give you a thumbs down because they don't like how you're driving. That's okay too. And you just have to shift your energy and think, okay, I should probably be present so that I can, I'm in this big half-ton vehicle here and people can get hurt if I'm not paying attention. And I'm not saying disassociate from your thoughts. I'm saying just put your thoughts on pause, bring your awareness back to, we have to be present and there's people merging and doing the things and then arrive alive, literally. Yes. So, yes. So there's mute and transmute. And so they are little buddies and they are a little team and you want them to work together, right? Ooh, so that you can be happy. with your joy. I'm not saying like you have to go from like mad to laughing in a hot second. There's like 20 different emotions that you can go through. I'm just saying like pop it up a few notches so that you can increase your frequency and then you can just be present. Yes, because it is about you have control of you. Don't let 7 seconds of somebody's idiotness ruin 7 hours of your life. Like you just gave them 7 hours of complaining, upset, crying, your nervous system shot. Why? All you had to do is like use a 2 second process of like, oh, well, maybe this. Or how about this? And just have an awareness of a different thought. And then you're like, yeah, piss off, you wanker. Right? You can even just call him a name. Maybe you just have, yeah, that's what we should do. Think of a transmutation, transmuting name, word, whatever, to like shock you right on out of that. Just pretend it's like little paddles that just like your little defibrillators, right? So like piss off, wanker, whatever, this, have a sign, a symbol, whatever you need to do to like tell your body we're going to let that go. Okay? And then it's fun and funny. And I'm not saying like be fake about it. I'm saying like legitimately have your own system, and then you look crazy, right? So when you're out and you're like, hey, let's go to the grocery store, and then the coupon person's in front of you again writing a check with their waiting for their cigarettes or whatever, and you're like, and then your body knows like that's your symbol, that's your sign for, hey, we're gonna let that go. You can stomp. I mean, you can grab your biscuit. I mean, I don't know, whatever you're doing. What I do, I transfer energy. So I'm going to give you some energy right now for all the things. So put your arm out, right? I'm going to squeeze your arm like that. I'm going to transfer that energy for you to be empowered. This is your permission slip. Go out there, be the badass that you are. And even if you don't feel like a badass, just go out there and be a badass. Like if you're just like a badass. You don't have to like go out there and be the big thing. Just make like one little change for something different in your life. Plus, like your nervous system just really needs to be protected and to let things go. I mean, some of our nervous systems are just shot to hell, right? So I'll see you again next week. Let me know how you're doing. Again, let me know your word if you want to share that. You don't have to, you can make it private. You can share the message with me. Or if that's something that you did change, feel free to let me know. I'd love to have you on the podcast and we can chit chat about it. Or if you don't want to be seen or heard, that's okay too. Just know like I'm sending you all the love, all the feelings, right? I'm cheering you on. Ooh, and I'll do a little ooh, ooh, ooh on your face. Okay, I will see you later, Chuds. Okay, I love you. Bye. Oh hell, where's the button over here?